25 Best GBA Racing Games. Number 25, Sega Rally Championship. Even though the main racing is lacking, the development team made the package palatable by including a ton of extras, including collectible minigames, tracks, vehicle, and historical Sega Rally images. So, while there are plenty of better looking and handling racing titles on the GBA, at least Sega Rally makes up for its design shortcomings in mass amounts of features. Number 24, Driver 2 Advance. Driver 2 Advance is both impressive and enjoyable. Sure, the cities could look more realistic, but you'd be hard-pressed to direct any real criticism toward any aspect of the game. Driver 2 Advance is simply great, not just for fans of the series, but for almost any GBA owner who can handle the subject matter. Number 23, Motocross Maniacs Advance. If you're looking for a racing game for your GBA, especially after mastering some of the kart racers available for the system, Motocross Maniacs Advance offers just as much depth as the competition and is definitely worth taking a look at. Number 22, Classic NES Series Excitebike. Overall, Excitebike is a solid trip down memory lane for fans of the original NES game. If Excitebike had been part of a larger compilation of NES classics, it would be much more welcome. Standing on its own, however, it seems like a little more than you want to pay for a short burst of nostalgia. Number 21, Driven. In rough form, the majority of blocking tactics and scenarios from the PlayStation 2 version apply to the GBA version as well. Sure, the Sylvester Stallone voiceovers and poorly drawn caricature of Burt Reynolds are missing, but the GBA definitely ended up with the better version of the game. Number 20, Banjo-Pilot. Like most kart racing games, Banjo-Pilot's multiplayer leaves its single-player counterpart in the dust. The single-player has its moments, but ultimately, Banjo-Pilot is best served for those who have 3 friends who also want to do a little airplane racing. Number 19, MotoGP. Overall, MotoGP is a very good game. The graphics are some of the best for a racing game on the Game Boy Advance, and the different modes should keep you busy on long trips, but as previously mentioned, the game uses a password feature. Still, if you're looking for a fun racing game, you'll want to give MotoGP a try. Number 18, Stuntman. Unlike the PS2 version of the game, the GBA version does not splice your stunts into the footage for each film. This takes away a little from the overall cinematic appeal of the game, but not so much that you can't get plenty of enjoyment from this otherwise solid product.
Hit the object. Narrow passage. Hit the object. Checkpoint. Clip right.
Number 17, Spy Hunter. As well produced as Spy Hunter is on the GBA, it's just not tight in its mission layouts, and the strategy isn't made very clear the first time around the course. On its own, however, Spy Hunter is an easygoing vehicular combat game with a few unfortunate flaws, but it is sure is pretty. Number 16. Need for Speed Underground 2. Overall, Need for Speed Underground 2 for the Game Boy Advance succeeds at distilling the best aspects of the console versions into a cartridge that you can take and play anywhere. Whether you're looking for a solid racer or just want to get lost putting together your own stable of slick rides, you can do both here. Number 15. Monster Truck Madness. The real problem with Monster Truck Madness is that it's strictly a single-player experience. But if you're the kind of person who enjoy cathartic arcade-style racing games and you don't mind the absence of multiplayer modes, you really should take a look at Monster Truck Madness. Number 14. Drome Racers. Drome Racers is a really good game for the younger audience to play, and they will enjoy it too. Not only that, Drome Racers is worth your attention because it's one of the most technically impressive racing games to land on the GBA. It's also quite fun. Number 13. F-Zero GP Legend. The classic has been nicely expanded here, with interesting story sequences that add a little more depth to an otherwise straightforward racing game. And if you yet to play a portable F-Zero, GP Legend can be recommended over its predecessor, as it features more modes and characters.
4 laps to go. You've got a new booster.
Number 12. GT Advance 3 Pro Concept Racing. Overall, GT Advance 3 Pro Concept Racing is a spicier version of the original GT Advance that was released when the Game Boy Advance launched in June 2001. The inclusion of a battery save feature makes this game infinitely more enjoyable, and the twofold increase in car selection isn't too shabby either. Number 11. Top Gear Rally. Even though Top Gear Rally isn't the be-all and end-all of racing games, it is a huge step in the right direction. The CPU opponents are lifeless and the number of handling adjustments isn't enough, but these are the most significant complaints toward a game that plays smoothly and looks superb. Number 10. GT Advance 2 Rally Racing. The most glaring problem of the original GT Advance has been addressed, and ultimately, this game is to the sport of rally what its predecessor is to street racing. The game offers numerous options, it has a ton of cars, and all of the tracks from the rally circuit, and it looks good for a handheld game. Number 9. GT Advance Championship Racing. It's really a shame that THQ opted to adopt a password feature for the US version instead of the battery save option, because it has added a lot of hassle to what would otherwise be a very fun game. Those of you who can get the Japanese version of the game should do so, since the menus are entirely in English. Number 8. V-Rally 3. Nevertheless, with its incredible graphics, convincing handling, and satisfying challenge, V-Rally 3 for the Game Boy Advance is a very solid racing game. Regardless of whether you prefer arcade-style racing games or more realistic simulations, the game has a lot to offer. Number 7. Konami Krazy Racers. The Grand Prix mode and the driving test present a strong challenge that will keep you playing these single-player modes for hours, and near-flawless multiplayer only adds to the overall replay value of the game. Konami Krazy Racers is an incredibly entertaining game that's certainly worthy of the attention of any kart racing fan. Number 6. Racing Gears Advance. All told, Racing Gear Advance is an extremely pleasant surprise that delivers as good of an arcade racing experience as you're going to find on the Game Boy Advance. It isn't the flashiest, deepest, or most action-packed racer you'll ever see, but it has more than enough well-produced, addictive qualities to make it worth a spot in your collection. Number 5. Rock and Roll Racing. Blizzard's fast-moving racing game is at its most fun when you're playing it with someone else. Fans of the original will still have fun with this game, and fans of the arcade-style combat racing in general will easily have a great time. Number 4. Colin McRae Rally 2.0. You will not be disappointed with the gameplay in Colin McRae 2.0 on the GBA. Yes, the graphics on the surface are a bit on the low quality side, but you just have to see it in action to appreciate everything that's going on in the game. Number 3. Moto Racer Advance. The designers not only work an amazing engine that features 3D style effects using 2D graphics tricks, they also made sure the game played as fun as possible. Moto Racer Advance features a huge amount of stuff to uncover in its different modes of play, and even after several hours of play, you still won't have seen it all. Number 2. F-Zero Maximum Velocity. While not revolutionary in any regard, F-Zero Maximum Velocity is a challenging yet addictive racer with speed to spare. Anyone who has disliked the mechanics of previous F-Zero games won't be converted by Maximum Velocity, but this pocket-sized nitro boost will more than satisfy the player who can appreciate its simple elegance. Number 1. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Ultimately, Mario Kart Super Circuit does many things right and few things wrong. Whether you're an ardent fan of the Mario Kart series or a first-time player, Mario Kart Super Circuit is a must-have for owners of the Game Boy Advance. It's definitely the best GBA racing game of all time.